Mecklenburg County back in the medium level of community spread for COVID-19. This after several weeks of high spread. At the same time, the CDC releasing new COVID guidelines as students prepare to head back to the classroom. They say the virus now poses a much lower risk of severe illness, so they're easing restrictions and they're focusing more on preventing the worst outcomes of the virus. Wake Up Charlotte's Tradisha Woodard shows us how the CDC is no longer recommending people quarantine after they have a COVID exposure.
As students prepare to head back to the classroom, the CDC eases COVID guidance.
Overall, what we are trying to get to is a point where the normalcy of our everyday lives has gone back to what we could say maybe pre-pandemic.
They say the change reflects a shift in public health's response to COVID, from an attempt to prevent infection to a strategy focused on preventing the worst outcomes of the infection.
This is what we have been aiming for from the beginning of the pandemic, to get us to a point where as a community, we're all safe.
Some of those changes include no longer recommending people quarantine after being exposed to COVID and no longer testing people in schools who don't have COVID symptoms. The CDC now says students and staff who remain asymptomatic should wear a high-quality mask for 10 days after exposure and get tested on day 5.
This is what I think we really want to see as we progress outside of the pandemic, now being 2.5 years into it.
Tradisha Woodard reporting for us there. The CDC's advice for people who test positive for COVID has not changed. They say you still need to isolate for at least 5 days as people are most contagious during that time.